So if you provide consulting services or any kind of service for that matter, then there's this one simple metric that's going to literally blow up your business instantly. Literally that quickly, you can actually just apply this change. It doesn't require any complex funnels or pipelines or frameworks to be able to even put in place. In fact, you can literally just do it straight away and it has this effect. So let's get right to it. Alrighty, so like I said, this is going to be so simple that you aren't going to really be able to understand how quickly you can implement this, because it doesn't require any weird frameworks or complex systems or processes or understanding how to implement it in whatever system you already have. In fact, it's almost more like a simple understanding and methodology. Now, if you haven't already read some of the statistics behind what this is, I want to quickly skip those and go straight to the kind of visual understanding of what this is. And it is simply this. The quicker you respond to new leads, the higher the likelihood that they will convert into an actual paying client. And it's as simple as that. That's what this is. There's no complex systems. There's no weird funnels and pipelines you've got to create. It's as simple as however quickly you respond to new leads will determine the likelihood that they convert into a new client. And it's as simple as that. And that's what some of these studies actually back up the point of. So let's go through some of these. So in InsideSales.com, an MIT lead response management study showed that contacting a lead within 5 minutes increases the likelihood of qualifying them 21 times compared to waiting 30 minutes. And after 30 minutes, the odds of qualifying a lead drop significantly. That's a 21x within 5 minutes. Like, the amount of people that try to make these complex funnels and they try to, okay, if I messaged like this simple trick, if I message the lead 3 times within 5 minutes, they're going to respond after 2-3 days. Well, how about instead of contacting them 3 times after 3 days, just contact them once within 5 minutes, and it's going to be a 21x increase in your lead conversion rate simply because you contacted them within 5 minutes. And even after 30 minutes, they say the lead qualifying rate drops significantly. But I mean, compared to contacting them hours or days later, or even weeks later for some business owners, it's crazy. And the Harvard Business Review, companies that respond within an hour are nearly 7 times more likely to have meaningful conversations with decision makers. However, only 37% of businesses typically respond within this time frame. Way under half the amount of people that are actually doing this, trying to respond to leads, respond to them within an hour. Velocify study. Responding to a lead within a minute can increase the conversion rates by 391%. Waiting just a minute longer reduces this to 120%. So if you get a lead 60 seconds ago and you contacted them now, but you wait another 60 seconds, you've over halved your chances of them not converting to a lead. That's over half. You've gone from nearly 400% down to 120% likelihood. Just by waiting another 60 seconds. That's how insanely crazy this is of just a way to exponentially blow up the chances of just scaling your business. And I think the reason this is, at least personally, so crazy for me is because there's so many different, like I said, complex things out there, tutorials and funnel processes and the ways you can optimize your funnel. And no one ever talks just simply about, well, have you just tried contacting them sooner? Have you just simply tried to set up a system where you get your appointment setters or you get your closers or whoever it might be, or even yourself? Have you just tried to create a system where you get notified as soon as someone becomes a lead and you give them a text message instantly, and then you call them within 3 to 5 minutes? Like, nobody does that. Alex Hormozi talked about this. This is why I wanted to make this video, because he was saying how literally getting a sales team to respond to a lead as soon as they become a lead just blows up the business completely. The lead response management study, the odds of contacting a lead decrease by over 10x within the first hour. After 20 hours, every additional call attempt actually hurts your ability to make contact or qualify a lead. And that's when most people are contacting leads, after 10 hours, after the first 20 hours. As the leads I've contacted after days and weeks in most cases, after months sometimes. Obviously, they're still going to be a lead to an extent. They're going to remember something from a few weeks ago, maybe. But this just shows you how the warmth of a lead just drops off the face of a cliff compared to, the first minutes and hours, especially the first minutes. The average lead response time is 47 hours, and 77% of leads are not responded to at all. And people wonder why they struggle to close clients, they struggle to get more leads, they struggle to keep warm leads. And it's nothing, it's always so simple, it's nothing that complex. If you haven't tried the simple thing of contacting them as soon as they become a lead, then no wonder you're struggling to grow the business. And this is something if I'm on like a closing call or whatever with leads, or with a potential lead that's going to become a client, especially if I've not made the mistake myself of trying to get on a call with them too soon. Well, not too soon, sorry, but the other way around if it was that good. I try to remember this and say, well, okay, how quickly are you actually contacting leads? And if they say anything, if it's not within a few hours, because I understand not every single person is that proactive about their business. You'd think people would be, but naturally life gets in the way, I know that. But if you're not contacting them within a few hours, especially if you haven't got that much to do within your business right now, the only real thing that you should be focused on is new leads, new potential sales. People that don't respond within a few hours, it's like, well, what else are you trying to do in your business besides trying to get sales and grow it? And you'd be very surprised. But even then. But this is just one thing to really comprehend how simple this is and how much of an exponential impact this is going to have on more sales, more conversions, and just more money to grow the business. There you go. That's just something to ponder for today, and that's how crazy this can really be. Alrighty, so I do hope you found this information valuable nonetheless, and I hope that you can take it away. I know even though it's simple, I do hope you can find a way to kind of simply apply it to your business, because understandably, time is one of those things where even though it's a simple factor to comprehend and take into account, it's understandably one that can be difficult to actually implement in terms of your own availability and your staff members' availability and things like that. But nonetheless, I do hope you found it helpful. If you did find it valuable, please do leave a like, consider subscribing, and check out my other videos, 9 steps to helping you get more clients, and also how to start and scale your own WAP, create an additional revenue stream for your business, or just help you scale your business at all. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.